So, Russia warns of nuclear hypersonic deployment if Sweden and Finland join NATO. So, I saw this online this morning. Over the last couple of days, or I guess weeks, but last couple of days, Finland and Sweden have been openly advocating to join NATO. NATO countries are saying that they are probably willing to accept them. Why? Well, when Russia and Vladimir Putin's invasion of Ukraine began, he just immediately threatened Finland and Sweden that if they were to join NATO, he would use nuclear weapons. That was like within the first week. Say, don't you move, you're next, buddy. Essentially, Finland and Sweden are saying, yikes, I'm going to join fucking NATO because that guy's crazy. So now Finland and Sweden have there's a lot of popularity in the polling in the public from what I am seeing. Now it's possible that these polls are all fake, who knows, but I haven't seen any evidence of that. That the people are more in favor of joining NATO than they ever have been due to Vladimir Putin's recent threats. And so Putin and the Kremlin is responding. So one of Russian President Vladimir Putin's closest allies warned NATO on Thursday, that's today, that if Sweden and Finland joined the US-led military alliance, then Russia would deploy nuclear weapons and hypersonic missiles in an exclave in the heart of Europe. So for those of you that don't know, Russia has control of some of the sea space and a small patch of land that is separated from the rest of the country. Like, imagine if, Oklahoma was owned by Canada. Imagine that kind of scenario. And Oklahoma was everything was Canada government, right? That's kind of their situation, for those of you that don't know the geography. And so what they're saying is they're going to basically deploy a bunch of nukes right there. Happens to be in basically the middle of Europe. So Finland, which shares a 810-mile border with Russia, and Sweden are considering joining the NATO alliance. Finland will decide in the next few weeks. Prime Minister Sanna Marin said on Wednesday, read more. I don't know why I read that out loud. I'm high. I'm sorry. Dmitry Medvedev, a deputy chairman of Russia's Security Council, said that should Sweden and Finland join NATO, that Russia would have to strengthen its land, naval, and air forces in the Baltic Sea. Medvedev explicitly raised the nuclear threat by saying that there could be no more talk of a nuclear-free Baltic, where Russia has its Kaliningrad exclave sandwiched between Poland and Lithuania. There can be no more talk of any nuclear-free status to the Baltic. The balance must be restored, blah, blah, blah. So, that's crazy. Read more. Read more right there if you want to read more. Yep, that's a little nuts. A little, daily dose of nuclear upping the ante. Little spooky. Felix, I covered this earlier on my show today, actually, so you got to go back and watch the beginning.